You're watching WKYT News at noon.
Good afternoon. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey reporting for WKYT News. As we approach 12:30, police in Brussels, Belgium have charged 3 more people in last week's deadly terror attacks. It comes after a weekend of raids and arrests in Belgium and other countries.
Meanwhile, police also clashed with protesters who interrupted a peaceful memorial to the 35 victims. Kelly Wright has our top story at 12:30.
Agony in America today as we learned that 2 more U.S. citizens are among those killed in Belgium. Last week's terrorist attacks in Brussels are the deadliest incident in that European city since World War II. On Sunday, the State Department confirmed the deaths, bringing to 4 the total number of U.S. citizens killed in the Tuesday terror attack. A demonstration that was supposed to be a peaceful remembrance of those who died turned violent when right-wing protesters clashed with police.
We had 340 hooligans coming from different football clubs who came to Brussels, and we knew for sure that they would create some troubles here. But it was a very difficult police operation because lots of families with kids were here on the Place de la Bourse, and we had some difficulties to confine those hooligans.
People who had come to pay their respects to those killed or maimed in the attack say the right-wing mob was chanting racist slogans. They were also taking public actions, bringing back memories of a much darker time in European history.
It was important for us to be here symbolically, and there were riot police that were blocking the way, and there were lots of men who were here and doing the Nazi salute, shouting death to Arabs.
During his Easter Sunday message, Pope Francis condemned terrorism. He also encouraged European nations to open their hearts to refugees. In Washington, Kelly Wright.
A judge has released one of the men Belgian authorities arrested for the attacks. The judge said there was no evidence to justify holding the man. Now, the attacks have left a Lexington family grieving the loss of a loved one. Over the weekend, officials confirmed Lexington native Stephanie Schultz and her husband Justin were killed in the attacks. The pair was dropping Stephanie's mom off at the airport when the bombs went off there. Stephanie's aunt says they were an adventurous couple living out their dreams in Brussels.
They traveled every weekend. They were making the most of this short period of time that they were going to be there. I mean, they'd been running with the bulls, and they'd stayed in an ICE hotel, and they had been to the Vatican, and I mean, they had done all of those things. They were living the dream that a lot of us wish we had done.
Newsom says the travel-loving couple had planned to explore Finland this past weekend. Stephanie's parents will be returning to Kentucky soon.
In southern Kentucky, a constable charged in a deadly shooting appeared before a judge this morning. This is out of Laurel County. Today's hearing for Constable Bobby Joe Smith was rescheduled for April 25th. Smith's attorney says they are still waiting for lab work and toxicology results for Brandon Stanley. Smith is accused of shooting and killing Stanley while serving an arrest warrant on him back on March 4th. Smith's family and friends, as well as Stanley's fiancée, were all present for today's hearing.
There was a lot going through my mind. A lot. How he could actually sit there with no emotion to his face. All of his family was there supporting him for something he should be in jail for.
Smith has pleaded not guilty. His attorney does not want to comment on the case until the next hearing. Police are investigating the death of a Nelson County toddler who was run over on Easter Sunday morning. Police say the 18-month-old was hit by a car that was backing out of a driveway. Christopher Garian and his parents were visiting family in Washington County yesterday where the accident happened. And other news now. Authorities have identified a body pulled from a river over the weekend. Deputies found the body in the Clear Fork River in Whitley County on Saturday. The Whitley County coroner says the body is that of 48-year-old Joel Moses. Authorities issued a golden alert for him back on March 7th. His cause of death is drowning.
Police have arrested a man who they say fired a gun in the direction of a playground. Williamsburg police say 25-year-old Cody Mullis was under the influence when he fired the 12-gauge shotgun. They tell us there were some children on the playground at the time. No one was hurt. Mullis is charged with 5 counts of wanton endangerment, criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Well, we're starting the week with cooler temperatures, but there's a warm-up on the way.
That's a good thing, and then it goes back down again. It's one of those spring weeks, all part of a roller coaster week of weather. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is here with a check of the forecast. Micah?
Yeah, the cloudy skies are what just makes it so ugly outside. But I will tell you this, we will start to get some breaks in the clouds, and we'll actually start to see temperatures rise about 2 to 4 more degrees. I mean, it's not going to rise that much more, but at least it makes it feel better when you're under some sunshine. There's the look right now, but you work your way back towards 65, and you're seeing a lot of sunshine with a few clouds here and there. So just give it time, and it makes its way over toward east and southeast as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon. It's not going to be a lot of sunshine for some over east and southeast, but at least you'll get some peaks here and there. And that's going to be the case as we travel off into the afternoon hours. Off into the evening, it's a chilly evening in store. Temperatures right around 48 degrees by 8 p.m. But we're going to be talking about what goes with our forecasts overnight, because that's when we're going to be expecting the possible patchy frost here and there. That's what we're going to be focusing in on the next 24 hours. After that, our temperatures skyrocket. I'll show you how high we go and also when the next best chance of rain is coming up.
See you then. Thank you.
Thank you. Part of a busy Lexington road will be closed today and tomorrow because of construction.
The closures are part of an ongoing road project involving Versailles Road and New Circle. WKYT's Mike Byer has this traffic alert. Mike?
Traffic is expected to be impacted for the rest of today and tomorrow with the ongoing widening and reconstruction project here at Versailles Road and the New Circle Road interchange. The inbound and outbound left lanes of Versailles Road closed this morning and won't reopen until tomorrow at 6 p.m. This is due to the construction of the flyover ramp. Then from 7 tonight until 7 a.m. tomorrow, the right lane of the inner loop will be closed on the Versailles Road outbound ramp. Traffic will still have access to the ramp during this time. And lastly, beginning at 10 tonight until 5 a.m. tomorrow, the ramp from the inner loop of New Circle Road to inbound Versailles Road will be closed. Now, during these time frames, a reduced speed limit of 45 miles per hour will be in effect. The Kentucky Department of Highways is encouraging motorists to use a different route. They say if you must travel through this area, to use extreme caution.
We just want to thank the public for their patience during the time of this project. We know it has caused some delays and some inconveniences, and we do apologize for that, but we know that once the project's finished, the general public will be very happy with the access that they'll be having with the new lanes.
Now, the good news with these lane closures is that Fayette County schools are on spring break, meaning there will be less traffic than normal in this area. In Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, and that helps. We thank you, Mike. The entire project is expected to be completed by September 30th, so it'll still be a while. Terminal cancer patients who choose to die at home may actually live longer.
And ear infections in babies are on the decline, but why? Better Living's next on WKYT.
More real news every morning.
Intelligence services are on alert this morning.
If you had one concern about where the market is today, what would it be? How do you get the confidence back of the American people?
That's our promise to you.
It is a story you'll see only on CBS This Morning.
See for yourself on CBS This Morning.
Who are you really? You're from the future. Holy Harry Potter.
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central.
Our city is like one big machine with thousands of moving parts. Lextran keeps more of those parts moving than most of us realize. Moving thousands of people a day to and from places of education or employment or enjoyment. Days and nights, rain or shine, weekdays and weekends, Sundays and holidays. So whether you ride the bus or not, you can count on the fact that many of the people you count on Lextran.
In Kentucky, elder abuse is on the rise. Most nursing home residents say nothing in fear of retaliation. Watch for signs, bruises, scratches, bed sores, and cues in body language. If you suspect nursing home abuse, you need to seek justice. Call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600, 800-800-4600, before it's too late.
There's a Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent in every county in Kentucky. Someone who's always there for you in times of need. And most other times, too. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
I know.
I know.
I know.
I know.
Want to know too? Come to the I Know Expo and learn from experts about aging well and coping with disabilities. One day, one place. Sunday, April 3rd at the Lexington Center, noon to 5. Admission is free.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. WKYT. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Cloudy skies overhead with some peaks of sunshine trying to come on through, especially back toward the west. West of I-75 is the best bet of actually seeing sunshine for today, but I still expect at least some of us over in east and southeast Kentucky to maybe get a glimpse of it. 47 degrees in Corbin, 47 in Jackson. And then you look at Lexington and Frankfort, the capital city in Franklin County, and it looks good in terms of trying to get those clouds on out of the way, because you look on satellite, and satellite's going to show us that we're actually going to be seeing that here very shortly. I would give it another hour or two before you start to see full-blown sunshine over in that area. So current temperatures there, a little bit chilly now, but hopefully we'll get some sunshine on you in the upcoming hours. The rest of the day will finish off in the lower 50s for most. Can't rule out some there and the upper 40s, but for the most part, lower 50s with some sunshine here and there. And then we focus our attention back toward the west. Watch what happens. The mild air back toward the Mississippi Valley region, that's where we don't want it. We want it over us. We want the 60s and 70s back in the forecast. Unfortunately, tomorrow, we will get some sunshine tomorrow, but the problem is that cooler air is still settled on in. You go overnight and into the following morning, maybe another shot at some patchy frost, but watch these temperatures. They're really skyrocketing, upper 60s to lower 70s. That's going to be on Wednesday. So Tuesday still right around average, which is upper 50s, and then Wednesday pretty mild. We're in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Also with those gusty winds, 20 to 30 miles per hour on that day. That is pumping in that moisture. That it typically says to us, when you get the winds cranking up without any rain around, what that says is something's on the way because something's pulling that wind in. Watch this hour by hour. We get into Wednesday night, into Thursday, and that's when things start to change. We start to see some rain move on in here, especially overnight and into Thursday. Watch how widespread it becomes there on Thursday. There's Thursday morning. Look toward the afternoon. This is a soggy day in store on Thursday. It does not look good. We're looking at widespread showers and thunderstorms, so virtually all of us will deal with some rain on Thursday. And really, guys, that is our only good chance of rain in the 7-day forecast. The rest of the days are pretty dry. And they're also a little bit on the cool side. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the only days that we see that are actually above average. The rest of the days are at or below average. So it's a cool week, but you know what? It goes up and down. And that'll take us into next week, too.
All right. Slide us right into April, you know?
Isn't that crazy?
It really is.
Almost April. Unbelievable.
Year is rolling. All right, thank you. There's some new data on treating situations like terminal cancer patients at home and the reason that ear infections are on the decline among some infants.
Terry Okita has details in this Better Living report.
Babies are getting fewer ear infections than they did in the 80s and 90s. That's according to researchers at the University of Texas. Doctors say more breastfeeding, less exposure to tobacco smoke, and a rise in vaccine use have contributed to the drop. To address growing numbers of chronically ill children and a shortage of specialists, the American Academy of Pediatrics wants to overhaul how graduate school medical education is funded. The AAP is recommending more money to train pediatric specialists and surgeons. And terminal cancer patients choosing to die at home may live longer. That's according to researchers in Japan who found that good hospice home care doesn't shorten life and may actually prolong survival. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Terry Okita, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, coming right up, if you love Ale-8, you won't want to miss this news coming up.
Find out where you can get the beloved beverage even outside of Kentucky, next on WKYT.
Kentucky
Kentucky Lottery's Keno, the exciting way to have fun every 5 minutes.
Fueling imagination.
Funding education.
More than 2.5 million Americans suffer brain injuries every year. It's a problem, not just sports-related, but car wreck head injuries and slip and falls are among the leading causes. Hughes & Coleman has represented thousands of victims devastated by brain injuries. Sadly, some people aren't even aware that they have them. If you notice any of these brain injury indicators, please consult a physician immediately. If you'd like to learn more, call 800-800-4600 or visit HughesandColeman.com.
Hey, Bill, you got a cough this winter?
May I suggest?
Tough Love. Mentholyptisols with big-time cooling flavor.
Or Soft Love. Milder flavored honey holes with real honey.
Tough Love.
Soft Love.
Get the love you love.
Sleep is a critical component of our athletic training at UK.
Our sleep experts are the champions at matching our customers to the best bed for them.
This week at Sleep Outfitters, get a free TV with qualifying purchase, like this Sealy Pillow Top Queen Set with gel foam, now only $4.99, plus a free TV. Go to sleepoutfitters.com for store locations and hours.
Sleep Outfitters, official sleep provider of UK athletics. Sleep like a champion, play like a champion.
The all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is changing the automotive industry in Central Kentucky forever. Introducing lifetime warranty. It doesn't end after 10 years. It doesn't end after 100,000 miles. And is available at no extra cost. 100% parts, 100% labor, zero deductible forever. Visit BigMSuperstore.com. Shop the area's largest selection of quality vehicles, all with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Only at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
Please pay attention to this time-sensitive medical alert from the Becker Law Office. It may apply to you. If you had the Assure permanent birth control device implanted by your doctor and have suffered complications, listen carefully. If you've experienced abdominal pain, autoimmune disorders, device displacement or breakage, or severe pelvic pain, you may be owed damages. Call today. This is a time-sensitive issue and we want to make sure you get all you deserve.
Call the Becker Law Office for a free evaluation.
Being there. Day in, day out. That's loyalty. And it's worth something. Like savings on AAA auto insurance. Just for being loyal. Insurance that's not just insurance.
Welcome back. It's good to have you with us on WKYT. Well, now you can get an AL aid even if you're outside Kentucky. The company is expanding its distribution to Cracker Barrel stores all around the country.
Fielding Rogers, CEO and fourth-generation owner of Ale81, is here with more. Welcome. Glad to have you in here.
Glad to be here.
It's quite an expansion, and I understand it is going very well in the early going.
So far, so good. We just announced it recently. It's been in the works for a few months now, though, but you can get Ale8 at any Cracker Barrel in all of America. So 42 states, 630 stores. We'll have it in their old-timey, the country section in the store. And they've already placed their first reorder. So it's off to a good start. We're really excited that people outside Kentucky can get Ale8 a little more easily.
So if you're on the road and you're really just craving that Ale8, you know where to stop now. What is the one question that you hear the most?
Usually, the number one question is always, where do I get my Ale8? So if you're here, if you're living in Central Kentucky, you can get it on the shelves at any of the big retailers. Outside Kentucky, we can ship it anywhere via UPS, but that gets a little pricey. So we're always trying to expand that distribution. So get into more shelves and more stores throughout Kentucky and then beyond Kentucky.
We mentioned you're a fourth-generation owner, which is just an incredible family tradition with that. But, you know, for all of those years, it was kind of held a little bit closer in. Why do this major expansion and distribution?
Well, we want to have a balance between it being a small Kentucky business. So I'm the fourth generation owner. I mix it up myself, but we also want people to be able to get it where they haven't been able to get it. So part of that is we have to grow. So we have to get into new places, work with our retailers, Kroger, Walmart, Dollar General, 5-Star, Speedway. They've all been great partners, and just working out a distribution system where we can service those accounts is how we get more of our fans to be able to get it a little more easily.
I love it when you say that you're the one who mixes it up. Mm-hmm. Do you have a sense of history as you do that? That has to be quite a feeling.
Absolutely. I learned how to do it from my dad, who learned from his dad, who learned from his dad. So fourth generation, it's a secret family recipe. You know, we really take that very seriously.
What's next for L81?
Growth. We're working on expanding. We have 27 counties we service right around the Lexington area, and we're going to expand that to 21 more counties here in the next couple months. Bardstown, Owensboro, Bowling Green. So we're expanding out west to just increase that amount of service we can get.
Do you like hearing the old stories? You know, we were talking about doing a newscast from your plant 30 years ago. There was the old jingle, pour on the fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you like to live that history?
Absolutely. There's a picture of me in the office when I was 5 days old, so I've literally grown up there. I love the old stories.
It's that you were meant to be in the position you are. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Remember, Cracker Barrel when you're on the road. That's good.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
And coming next, you can give the homeless pets out there a temporary place to live until they're adopted.
What it takes to be a foster family for the Lexington Humane Society. Next on WKYT.
Hello everyone, Amber Canoy here from MomsEveryday.com. Alan Rose with Eastern Airflow is with us today, and we're talking about spring maintenance. So for all of us busy moms out there, how important really is spring maintenance?
Spring maintenance is very important. It's just preventative maintenance. It's similar to taking your car in to have it serviced and your oil changed. We'll come out, clean your filters, clean your coils, change the filters, and inspect your unit and make sure it's ready for summer.
Now, many of us are on a budget, and we're trying to make our dollars work as hard as possible. So if we didn't have any problems over the winter or even last summer, I mean, you got to really sell us here. I mean, how critical, really?
It is very critical. It is the life of your unit. It will make it last longer and make it run at its most efficient as it's supposed to run, as the manufacturer has set it up to run.
All right, for more information, y'all can go online to momseveryday.com.
If you've been injured in an accident, hurt on the job, or the victim of medical malpractice, visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Hi. You need a better car.
It's my credit.
Don't worry, because when you need to make a move, Drive Time approves.
Were you guys always this cool?
Oh, hi. Yeah, totally.
Save yourself. Get approved at Drive Time first. Call, click, or visit.
Are you diabetic or pre-diabetic? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you suffer from chronic pain related to weight gain? Do you spend hundreds of dollars on obesity-related medications? If you want to be the best version of you, Ageless Medical Weight Loss can help. Ageless is a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution. Kim lost 238 pounds. Betty lost 135 pounds. They made a choice to become healthier, and so can you. Call today for a free consultation.
Oh, I hope we have a buyer for the house.
Me too. What are the neighbors doing here?
Bill! Hey! Come in! I didn't know your home Wi-Fi could stream so many devices at the same time.
Dad, it's Time Warner Cable Internet. Crazy fast.
Dad, you can get Wi-Fi all over this place.
Cool.
Make your home as connected as possible. Get internet with unlimited data starting at $14.99 per month and ask about free installation. Call 1-855-1TWC.
At Hair Win, we've been helping people for 125 years.
If you've been injured in a life-changing accident, we can help.
Contact us at helpingkentucky.com.
Hair Win. Visit helpingkentucky.com.
James Motor, your local Mercedes-Benz and Sprinter dealer.
We're glad you're with us today. Here's a chance for you to help homeless animals until they find their forever homes. The Lexington Humane Society is in need of foster families.
And to tell us more about it, we're joined today by Emily Andrews with the Lexington Humane Society, and we welcome her, and we welcome Davenport, right, with those big old eyes there.
This is Davenport.
What a cute dog. Tell us about Davenport, his story.
He is currently in our foster care program. He has heartworms. It's an internal parasite. It takes a couple months, and it's pretty expensive to get them through that. So he needs to kind of lay low until those are cleared out, and then he will be looking for his forever home. But right now he's looking for a foster parent to kind of keep an eye on him while he starts to feel a little better.
Tell us about foster parents for the dogs and what you're looking for.
It's a wonderful opportunity if you're an empty nester, if you are looking for a long-term companion, but you want someone in the house, or you just have some extra time and love to give to these animals. It's a great way to help give the animals a little extra socialization. We have about 600 animals looking for a foster parent each and every year. We've got kitten season coming up, so we're going to need them to grow up a little bit before they're able for adoption. So a foster parent just kind of gives them a little extra love and attention before they find their forever home.
How do you pick those foster families? Can anybody be a foster person, a foster family?
We're open to everyone, but you do have to talk to our foster coordinator and do a basic evaluation just to make sure you do have the time and the understanding.
You want to know a lot about them, certainly, and that they'll be caring and so forth.
Yes.
One of the things that I wonder about, what if they get attached?
I bet that can happen.
We call those foster failures. We sometimes have people who foster one time and realize if they foster every time, they would have their own animal shelter. So we do see that. We also see people who foster hundreds of animals for us and are able to realize that if they turn that foster up for adoption, they're able to foster another animal.
Yeah, so those are the foster families, though, that you call new owners.
Foster family, yeah.
They enjoy that. I would think after that transition, when they do that work with the foster family, that it might make for a more successful placement in a family.
It very well can. We have fosters range, some only need a few days, some need more time. It's all very much depending on the animal. When they're in the foster program, we're going to know more about their personality, how they're going to adjust. We just have more information because we see it more in a home environment.
And you can provide that to the permanent owner. You know, gets along well with other animals and kids or not, or whatever.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
And Davenport, you are such a sweetie. You wrap around the heart quickly.
Yeah, right there on camera. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's check with Micah before we go this afternoon. A little bit cooler, certainly, than what we had over the weekend.
Yeah, the weekend was nice, wasn't it? 60 degrees on Saturday, 70s on Sunday, and then here we are, upper 40s, lower 50s today. We'll get some sunshine. It won't be all that much for the east and southeastern areas, but I do expect these clouds to separate and really get deep into the afternoon right there in the lower 50s. If you're heading out later on this evening, this isn't the type of walk around the neighborhood type of situation. It's a pretty chilly evening, right around 48 degrees, but tomorrow we're back in the 50s, a little bit warmer, and also with some sunshine. Then we hit Wednesday and Thursday, guys. That's when the temperatures skyrocket and some rain comes on in, and Chris Bailey, he'll be in here at 4 p.m. Tell you all about it.
All right. We want to thank you for joining us for WKYT News at noon.
The Young and the Restless is next, followed by The Talk at 2. Make it a great day, everybody.